Welcome to Newmarket and the home of British horse racing, and also our final destination before we head out to the World Championships in Santa Anita. This is episode 5 of Rundown with Rosie. I'm Rosie Tapner, and this episode is all about recapping the season that has been. We've seen some shock performances, some epic performances, as everyone has battled it out for their ticket to the Breeders' Cup Championships. We cannot wait to get out to Santa Anita, but before that, let's recap on some of the most amazing performances this season.
Cuerpos, el segundo lugar para Abundancia, van llegando a la meta.
Late flying is fine, they hit the wire, heads up, heads down.
White Arborio wins by almost 6 lengths.
And it's Mosterdaf and Tim Crowley in front and running on strongly. Mosterdaf wins the Prince of Wales' stakes.
Augusta Rodin leads. Augusta Rodin is in champion speed.
It is Ace Impact in front, and Ace Impact has won beyond, remains unbeaten.
Behind me now is the home of a horse that created the most magic moment at Champions Day. King of Steel was just epic, and I was lucky enough to be there, and I have never seen an atmosphere like that. Frankie Dettori going past the winning post on his final ride in Europe. Oh my goodness, you cannot beat it.
Still leads, passing the furlong pole. It's 8 lengths to Tahira. Facteur Chevelle might challenge for second. Big Rock up towards the line. A devastating display of front running in the Queen Elizabeth for second place. What a win!
Yes, it's amazing. You win very easy, and that's got to this just unbelievable. My horse, he loved lead the racing. He loved the south ground. Very strong horse today. It's very easy for the job.
Please show your appreciation for the one, the only, Frankie Dettori.
King of Steel is staying on from the back, still got a bit to find though, and it's Via Sestina, the mare, who comes through to lead from Horizon d'Or. King of Steel is trying to reach them inside the final furlong. Via Sestina, here comes King of Steel under Frankie Dettori on the near side. Via Sestina by a half length, it's a neck, it's a head, and King of Steel, he gets up the win!
Emotions too, all over the place. I can't believe it.
What a performance by Frankie, what a performance by King of Steel. He's deserved it all year. You know, he's fought every fight, King of Steel, and, you know, that was his, and it was a great moment for the family, for the team, for everybody, really, and especially for Frankie. I'm so pleased for him more than anything in the world. This is just beyond. This is beyond a dream, so I'm really happy for everybody involved, everybody. The team that worked so hard, everyone that's done everything. It's just amazing.
The win and your in races are done. They are finalised, they are locked in. We are off to the championships, and these are the names that you need to know.
Dubai World Cup winner Ushba Tesoro leads Japan's charge in the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. He won't have it all his way though, as Arcangelo represents the locals in the headline race on Championship Saturday. Mosterdaf looks dangerous in the turf as he comes into California off back-to-back Group 1 wins in England. However, it wouldn't be Breeders' Cup turf without some Aidan O'Brien firepower, would it? Last year's standout race for Distaff sees Idiomatic aim to overcome a typically strong field of fillies. Cody's Wish. Can he go back-to-back in the Big Ass Fans Dirt Mile? Or will British-trained Algiers cause an upset? Elite power is always true to his name. Will he have too much for them all in the sprint? Another Japanese hope comes in the shape of Songline. Can she match her huge Victoria Mile run in California? And finally, will Adam West & co be living the dream come Breeders' Cup Saturday?
Now, one of my favourite parts of the show is to look back at some Breeders' Cup memories, and this particular one happened before I was born. Luca Cumani went to some extreme lengths to make sure his horse, Barathea, won on second time of asking, and he had a pretty familiar jockey on board as well.
I've always loved the Breeders' Cup, and I was always hoping one day to win a big one.
They are off. Lure broke cleanly on the outside, Ocean Crest, and on the inside, unfinished Simp.
The year before, we ran Barathea in the mile at Santa Anita, and he didn't take the bend very well because European horses aren't used to tight bends like you have in the US.
Making their way toward the backstretch. The quarter went in 23 1/5 seconds. Dominant Prospect sharing the lead with unfinished Simp. Megan's Interco gets off to a good beginning right there third. Barathea is restrained in fourth position. And
we asked Peter Amos, who was then in charge of the Jockey Club Estates, to build us a bend, and we got the specifications from Churchill Downs, and he very kindly built us a bend to the exact same as Churchill Downs.
As they move round the far turn, Megan's Interco is in a perfect striking position. Barathea is right there to his inside. On the outside, it's Lure poised for his three-peat.
He was a very quick learner, and he went round the bend at Churchill Downs like he was on rails.
And here comes Barathea, uncorking his run now. It's Barathea who takes the lead in mid-stretch, and with an explosive rally, runs right by unfinished Simp. Lure will finish well behind today as Barathea goes on to a clear-cut and decisive victory. Barathea and jockey Frankie Dettori, they had a very good trip today.
He said to me, I'm going to do the Cordero leap afterwards if he wins for the first time. So when the horse won on the way back into the winner's enclosure, he said to me, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I said, aren't you worried if you break a leg? Who cares, he said.
Bob Newmeyer with Frankie Dettori.
Frankie, a giant leap and a Hardy High-O silver. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, one of my all-time heroes was Angel Cordero. My boss said to me, right, if you win, I want your Angel Cordero job. I didn't do the somersault, but, you know, that was okay for the start.
Where does it rank among your big wins?
Oh, it's not nice to sort of compare them, but it's as good as any.
Well, in France, we were talking weeks, and now we are talking just days away from the championships. So let's take a look at some of the pre-entries.
An incredible field has lined up for this year's Classic, with the Dubai World Cup winner Ushba Tesoro being one of two Japanese hopefuls, and both the Kentucky Derby winner Mage and Belmont Stakes winner Arcangelo butting heads once again. The turf is all about the Euros, with dual Derby winner Auguste Rodin facing off against back-to-back Group 1 winner Mustadaf. However, I wouldn't start overlooking King of Steel after he impressed at Ascot on Champions Day. The Distaff looks a thriller. Idiomatic is looking to extend her Grade 1 winning streak. Kentucky Oaks winner Pretty Mischievous will be going up against Elders for the first time, and Clairiere was part of that tight three-way finish in last year's Breeders' Cup Distaff renewal. Bring it on, girls.
We are so close to the Breeders' Cup Championships. I can almost feel that Californian sun on my face. You know the drill by now. If you want to catch up on anything Breeders' Cup, then head to breederscup.com/challenge. And if you want to nab yourself a last-minute ticket, then head to breederscup.com/tickets. I better go and pack my bags.